You've heard the word addiction a lot, and you may even be experiencing it yourself, or perhaps someone you love is suffering with an addiction right now. But what is addiction really, and how can you reframe your current viewpoint to help you take your power back? Stay tuned to learn more. I've worked with addiction for many years, and I have to say, I have found many old beliefs about addiction that no longer stand true in my belief. I've noticed when I open my eyes and listen to my clients that have been struggling for years with substance abuse, that the old framework of addiction has no longer been true for most of my clients. I became curious to why so many people would relapse after many times in rehab. I listened to the old framework of outdated information and I started to analyze what addiction really was. I started working with my clients through more intuitive tools. I stopped listening to what I grew up hearing, that people that use alcohol and drugs are numbing themselves, that they are powerless to their addiction, and that they must reach out for forgiveness. What I started to discover was the complete opposite. First, I realized that people abuse substance to feel, not to numb. This always stirs up a lot of controversy at first, but hear me out. In the lifestyle that we live in nowadays, people are losing connection to life, to feeling their emotions. Many people walk around feeling numb and disconnected. And when you use heroin, you feel like your bones have been wrapped with love. Cocaine makes you feel super confident, strong, vibrant at first. And alcohol, the first two glasses, you feel loose and relaxed. And marijuana makes you feel more connected to the universe and more connected to your surroundings on a deeper level. Xanax allows you to let go of the weight and pressure of the world. You feel a different type of sensation than what you've been feeling. You go through your life in Groundhog's Day repetition. Second, powerless is far from the truth when you decide to quit any addiction. You are powerful because every day you're choosing not to use, and that means you're operating from a space of powerful energy. You are definitely not powerless. You are operating from a choice, and when you are choosing to stay sober, that's when you are in your power, not powerless. Third, let's talk about asking for forgiveness. You must forgive yourself before you can ask for forgiveness from anybody else. And I'm sure that was the intention behind this step. But what I've seen is that people do this step are not ready to forgive themselves for their actions. And if you haven't found forgiveness for your actions from you, then you can't expect others to accept your words. It's nice to hear sorry for what I put you through, but most people that's saying that will not accept it because you are still holding your own personal judgment and energy about your past, that you have blocked your true feelings of remorse. This can also have a vibration of causing low self-esteem in the person asking for forgiveness. This should be treated with the utmost care and love. The pattern I see most in my clients that I've treated in addiction is that they were never taught self-soothing tools as babies or as children. I believe that's why addiction is on the rise in the world because of the helicopter parents. Addiction should be renamed emotional distraction. You use because you haven't been taught tools for emotional healing. You have past trauma, pain, strained relationships that have numbed you. So this is why you crave something outside of yourself to feel alive and emotions again in your body. If you are struggling with an addiction, and let's be clear, addiction isn't just about drugs and alcohol. You can be addicted to many things: your phone, food, shopping, anything that distracts you from feeling your emotions in your body is an addiction. I've seen so many people shift into this new framework of thinking, and they become so powerful over their addiction. They've learned to understand how their emotions sit in their body, and then they understand the words that go with the emotion now. They have found ultimate forgiveness because they ultimately have learned to forgive themselves. And they learn self-soothing techniques like breathing when they're anxious, or when they're in fear, they sit still and ground themselves. This is taking your healing to an ultimate level and taking control of your life so that addiction is no longer your distracting part of your life. For more information, please go to my website at jenniferwellness.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.